Good afternoon, everybody. This is Savvy. Welcome back to another video, and it is a long form, this one today, because we are doing the 500 subscribers special that I promised I'd do either yesterday or today, but I ended up choosing today because I had my sister over Saturday and Sunday. So I had all of you go into my 2 announcement shorts and give me some questions to answer on today's video. Because I figured you guys need to get to know about the person who's behind all this gaming stuff. Like, give you guys a little bit of light of who I truly am and what I do. So, without any more, hesitation or anything, let's get to the questions. And I am recording this on my boyfriend's iPad, so I can actually see the questions with my phone, because I'm not editing this video today. I'm tired. I worked on so many shorts in the last few days, and I still have 3 more shorts to do today and tomorrow. But I'm also actively looking for work as well, so in the meantime, I'm using making my content as something to keep me moving, keep me focused, keep me distracted. And I did get red in my hair, but it's starting to fade. And I have Rengoku on today. So, what the hell is happening, everybody? So, let's cut to the chase. Cut the shenanigans and get my hair out of my eye. What the hell? And let's answer some questions that, whether or not they may be bad or horrible. So, our first question for today comes from Matt W. House. Question: is this your first YouTube channel, or did you already try to start a channel earlier? I actually had 2 previous channels before this one. Actually, no, yeah. The first one was when I was, younger. I was, maybe, 13, 14 at the time. It was years ago whenever my parents relinquished us to get tablets and we started doing things. And then me being me, I kind of did stupid videos. I recorded the most random things ever and I post them to YouTube. And then whenever I got a little bit older, I want to say when I was 16, 17 years old, I started a YouTube channel for a game called Animal Jam Play Wild. I was obsessed with that game back in the day. And then it slowly became a community that slowly fell apart and got toxic. So I stopped. I ended up peaking at 250 subscribers from that. And then the first channel, I don't remember. I want to say I hit 100. I don't remember. But this channel has been my most successful channel, because I took the Animal Jam Play Wild one on this same channel and I wiped it. I could have persevered all the videos that I've done because I did a little bit of editing at the time. I was edit heavy at the time. And now I'm starting to get back into editing. I'm starting to do more with my life, gaming. I started to realize that the potential inside was my gaming. And I was thinking, since I'm gifted with so much gaming throughout my life, I might as well start doing gaming content. And then that's when it started taking off. And now I'm doing anime roulette challenges that my algorithm fed to me, and I wanted to do that for you guys. I mean, I'm a gamer's big time anime nerd, and there's so many more questions I gotta answer, but that's kind of how my channel kind of started. I took for what I did in the past with one specific game, and I branched to console gaming. Because I love playing console games. I love Call of Duty. I love Crash Bandicoot, Soulsborne. I love a good gaming session with everybody. So that's kind of where my potential spiked. Alright, but thank you for that question, by the way, Matt. Our next one will be by J Menace OG. Have you seen My Hero Academia, and if not, will you? I actually seen a little bit of this particular anime through my ex-spouse, so I will eventually give it a go at some point, but I am catching up on like so many other animes right now. I have to finish Dr. Stone, my rewatch of Demon Slayer, and I gotta get caught up on JJK. Because season 3 just took off, like, at the beginning of this year. And, like, everyone's literally screaming about how goated it is. And I'm like, I need to get my ass back on that JJK grind before 2027, because, you know, your girl's gonna be hyped for the Infinity Castle movie part 2. And just so you guys know, the first movie was an absolute fucking banger. Absolute fucking banger. I know I'm going to be cursing a little bit in this video, so pardon me, but it was the best movie I've seen to date. I also kind of seen a little bit of the Chainsaw movie, and it was okay. Because I'm not a big fan of Chainsaw Man. But it's decent, okay? I love the Resi arc, don't get me wrong. I liked it, but it was just... Chainsaw Man is just not my type of anime. But I love the approach to it, though. I just love the approach. But... aside from My Hero Academia, I heard really good stuff about it and everything, so I will definitely give it a watch at some point. I just gotta get caught up first, homie, but thank you. Thank you for your question. Alright, and our next one on this short video is by Sereno124. How old are you and can you add me in spins? Okay, just to get the little like needle in the haystack out a little bit here. I am holding off on spin requests for the time being. I know, all of you guys have been commenting like crazy for spins. Trust me, I am happy you guys want me to do you. I am borderline excited that you guys want me to do stuff like this. But I have over 50 people I have to get through. And I can only do 3 videos at a time before I tucker out. Because I can only, like, do, like, one thing for a set amount of time, and then I bounce to another thing. So, for the time being, spin requests are on hold. But as soon as I get my list more manageable, you bet I can add more folks on there. So, keep an eye out, everybody. I'll be linking my socials in the description for anyone who wants to join my Discord. Follow me on my Instagram, my Twitter. I will be linking that shit down below, so please join if you want. I don't care. Everyone's welcome. Everybody's welcome. And for my age, I am currently 22 years old, and I'll be turning 23 this year. I said it. I'm a fucking aunt, okay? You can laugh and say, you don't look like you're 22. I've had people say I looked like I was 16. Or 18. I appreciate the sentiment, but I am 22. I don't even feel my age, not gonna lie. I feel like I'm still a kid. I feel like I'm still a kid. Because I love to game, I love to, like, watch my boyfriend play games, but he got me into, like, Dragon Ball Kakarot. He's currently having me watch that, and I have actually played it a little bit. It's pretty cool. We just recently got to the part where we saw Goku turn into a Super Saiyan, which was tough as balls. I love that. It was tough. Tough as balls, yo. It was so tough. It was the toughest shit ever. 10 out of 10 perfection. I just can't wait to see the other transformations, low-key. Anyways, on to the next question, but thank you so much for that question, Sunreal. I appreciate that. Alright, our next questions are coming from The Real Chris GT. Do you have siblings is the first one. The second one, what encourages you to do content? And the last one is, what advice would you give people? Those are really great questions. So, the first one, I'll answer plain and simple. I have a total of 4 younger siblings. I'm the oldest out of 5. So, I have 3 brothers and 1 sister. That is literally the family. We're all a bunch of different ordinary people. And I'm fixing this real quick because I think my cat knocked it. But we all are a bunch of different people. I'm the gamer. My sister's an artist. My one brother who is young, who was born after me, he likes geography a lot. And then I don't know, my second brother, the one after my sister, he really likes sports. And then the youngest one, I have yet to see what he really likes. He's just like an ordinary like himself. He's being his truly authentic self. And yeah, all five of us except one. Yeah, no. All of us except one, we all were born with ADHD and autism. But the brother that was born after my sister, he was born with disruptive disorder. So we all have our own little unique traits and everything. So, but ADHD and autism is not all that's on my list. I also have bipolar. I realized this when I was like 18, so it's no good, but hey. We all have a little huddle. I did have my sister over here last weekend. That's why I didn't record it yesterday. I was going to do it, but my sister wanted to come over, so I pushed it off until today. So, that was a really nice first question. Our second one, how to answer that one, I actually do it because of all of you. I do it because it makes me happy knowing other people like what I do, and people like how I do things, and it feels good to show my talent to other people, because I like being like, I don't know if it's like, I just like showing how much potential I would have if I were to like compete in like an actual like esports tournament, or if I were to like sign myself into like a very like a special event, or heck, even start something for VidCon. I want to be popular for the right reasons. I just don't want to like be popular just because of bias. I just want to be popular for the right reason, to express my talent of gaming, how much anime has affected my life, how much gaming makes me happy, anime makes me happy. I do all this content because it makes me happy knowing others enjoy my content. And the support from everybody keeps me going. And I have the support from my boyfriend, my family, my friends. I have a community around me, and I have a whole ass army in the back. It keeps me going every single day, and it's just what drives me. Drives me to keep being my true, authentic self on the internet. Like, I will not let anybody tell me what to do. I am being my truthful, authentic self. Just being the gamer nerd, anime nerd, whatever the hell y'all want me to be. I could be a little bit of both, okay? I love my anime. I love my gaming. The two things that keep me rolling in this life. And I will not trade any of those hobbies for the world. And as for advice, if I were to give anybody the most realist of like earnest advices, be careful when trusting people. So, why I'm saying being careful is that I've been screwed over very heavily in the past. I've been screwed over so many times, and my job ended up letting me go on Saturday because their store closed. Like, I learn about how shady people are and how they can affect my life, someone else's life. Like, trusting people. You just gotta be careful who you trust these days, because trust is a very, very powerful thing. And once someone has that trust, they can do whatever the heck they want with it in an instant. They can go behind your back and do something to you, or worse yet, this strand of hair is in my face, but they can just go behind your back, just do whatever they want. They could just go around spreading misinformation and just say, oh, but she said you could do that. Oh, they said you did that. No, you gotta learn when to stand up for yourself and be like, no, I am not trusting you. No, I'm not associating myself with you. Because if you mess with the wrong people and stuff, you could end up in very fucked up situations. And unfortunately, I have a kind heart. I'm very gullible with this kind heart of mine. I mean, I can be mean, but like, my mortality and my morality and things, I'm very kind, I'm very honest, transparent, and I trust way too easily. That's why I'm saying, please, for anyone, if you're going to trust someone that you want to see someone in your future, or see someone that you want to potentially be friends with, I would say be careful who you trust with, because messing with the wrong people can ruin your life. And that's just being the earnest advice I could actually give to anybody at this moment. There's a lot more advice I can give to you guys, but I feel like that one would be like my go-to advice for everybody. But thank you for those questions, by the way, the real Chris. I appreciate it. And now we're off to the other short. It's gonna be a little noisy. I might apologize. Okay. Alright, we have a lot more questions on this one. I'm gonna see how many I can cram in before this video ends. Okay, our next one comes from HD Commander 18. So, they're asking about what is my actual legal name and where am I from? Okay, I knew we were going to get some a little bit more personal ones, so I will do these ones. In terms of my location, I am located in the United States, and I'm in the state of Pennsylvania on the East Coast. I'm not giving my city. I'm not doxing myself. All you guys are getting is that I am in the East Coast in the United States in a hefty state called Pennsylvania, named after by the pretentious William Penn. There you go. And as for my name, my legal name is actually Sherry with a Y. I was named after a wine when I was born. I know. Funny. I mean, only like a select people I know online know my name, but I started becoming more like okay-ish with saying my actual name because at one point my name was going to be out there. But I'm not disclosing like my full name. I'm just giving my first name. And that name is Sherry with a Y, and I was named after Sherry wine. Like the actual wine in the dictionary. I don't know how my family came up with that name. I think they just said, well, Sherry sounds pretty good. And then basically the Sav part of my maiden name before I married, S-A-V, was my initials of my full legal name at the time. And then I had a friend who, when I was back in Animal Jam Play Wild at the time, I started calling my friend, because they go by Fuzzy, and I went Fuzzy to Fuzz, and they were like, oi, it's Savvy the Savage, and I was like, that actually sounds pretty dope. So as soon as I left Animal Jam and my friend ended up disappearing, I honored that Savvy name, and I just made that like my online name. So I love how that online name just rang through to me, and it sounds perfect. Being known as Savvy, just envisioning it, just creating it like my own like original character. It's amazing. And then, yeah, that's all I have for that question. So have fun with that information, I guess. But thank you again, HD Commander, for those questions. Our next question comes from Last Breath, Sans Ink, Sans the Goat. What kind of games do you play? So the type of games that I like to play most are first-person shooters, RPGs, platformers, and I like anime games a lot. And I don't remember what other type of games I played. I played a little bit of racing games. Okay. So yeah, those are like my type of games, and I like From Software, like RPG games, like Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Sekiro. Well, Sekiro is a little hard for me. I can't really play that one, but I played Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, and Lies of P, of course. That's like my favorite Souls-like at the moment. It's pretty good. And I believe I like a lot of like Crash Bandicoot games, like PlayStation 2 games, because I've beaten like every single Crash Bandicoot game that I think I've done. But my overall favorite game from the Crash series will be like Twinsanity or Crash Tag Team Racing, or I really, really liked like the Mind Over Mutant, Crash with the Titans. Those games were fun. And yeah, my favorite like first-person shooter at the moment, I want to say it's Siege right now again, because Call of Duty just fell off for me at the moment, and I'm just not been into it like as of late. I was only into it because of my ex. That was pretty much it. And it just got boring, and I got lazy. But those are the type of games that I would be dating. And fighting games like Tekken 8, Tekken 7, Tekken 5 on the PS2, and Mortal Kombat, baby. I love my fucking Mortal Kombat. Liu Kang all the fucking way. For those who know, no. I love my Liu Kang, and of course the OG characters as well. Very fun-ass game, by the way. But yes, thank you so much, Last Breath, for that question. Our next one is from Zenin Toji. So, I already answered your name. I kind of already explained my YouTube journey. And I started from the beginning, so I already explained my journey. I started as like a nobody in the beginning, like way back when I was like 13, 14 years old. And I started playing games like Animal Jam, and I evolved into a full-time gamer on console. And I just game. And then we're going to go into my birthday. My birthday is April 22nd of 2003. I know, I'm old. I'll be 23 this year. My golden birthday was last year. And it's crazy how I'm going to be 23 this year. And it feels like yesterday I was even alive. I've been alive for over 2 decades. How the hell is that even possible? Like, what the heck? And I already explained my YouTube journey. You already know that. How you got the idea of spinning wheel and getting JJS and DS. Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer. So, basically, the whole spinning the wheel thing in the 2 verses, if I'm reading that question correctly, because it said JJS and DS. So, I'm assuming Jujutsu Kaisen or Demon Slayer. So, I actually kind of got inspo from the other spin the wheel challenges videos, where there's actually more people doing those. I just kind of took their idea, mixed it with a little bit of like savvy flair, a little savvy flair, and then I just kind of made it my own thing. Like, I even added the type of verse where you were going, and I also did like my own take on how I worded the editing. I mean, it's all the same. It's all the same concept of the other ones, but I made it my own color schemes. I added my own little twist on it. I even added surprise one like Muzan's Control or Six Eyes. All the other like cool things. And I even made a sensei category with like a buff standard. Unless somebody wants to do that. I kind of think I created the sensei rule, I think. The sensei rule was kind of like my thing. Like my own little twist on it. To give buffs to stats and things. So, that's kind of how I did it. But thank you again, Zenin, for that question. Our next our next question comes from Scully Heard You. Will you eventually make long-form content of gameplay of some game, or would you stick to shorts and anime wheels? That is a very good question. I will be streaming more gaming soon. I'll probably start streaming by like the end of this week, so I can give myself time to like space out like what I'm doing in terms of long form videos. But my long form is usually me like streaming a game because I can't really like record. I only get like an hour on console to play something. So, and I like to play things for like a couple hours to keep the entertainment. So I stream the long form videos. So it's all streams. So you'll get notified when I go live, and that's kind of like how I did my long-form videos, but I do make long-form videos sometimes if I have the time for it. Like if I'm just doing like a massive potion pop on Souls RNG, or I be doing like some secret area showing of how I get this item, or I be doing like a boss clip where I would defeat a boss and I clipped it and I posted it to my channel. But I'll be getting my own PC soon. So I'll be able to like screen record for however long as I want and post it as a long form. My boyfriend is going to give me a monitor soon, so I'll be hoping to get some PC gaming on too. So that's going to be like a huge step into my career and a huge step closer to me to get to monetizing. So I'm excited to start PC gaming because I can play some horror games for you guys, or I can play some like more Roblox on the PC, a little bit higher like frame rate, and everything going to be as loud because I can control the volume better on there than console. But that's kind of the point is. But I will definitely be playing a lot of like console gaming and PC gaming once I get that monitor. But thank you for that question. But in the shorts and the anime roulettes, they're going to stay. That thing I am not getting rid of anytime soon. It is staying because y'all love it so much. I'm not taking that away from y'all. I'll just probably like make 3 anime spins a day, and that's kind of how the schedule is. Because 3 a day means the more I make, the less people I have to go through, and the easier it is for me to get people on the list again. So, yeah. That's kind of how my plan is right now. Okay, our next question comes from Rocket Blast Now. Oh, wait, never mind, not that person. I almost read it wrong. Alright, our next question actually is going to come from AEP_Izana. What was your first anime and which one is your favorite anime? I was excited when this question came. So, my first ever anime I've actually sat down and watched was Dr. Stone with my ex. It was surprisingly Dr. Stone. And then I ended up watching through Sugar Fairy, Apple Tail, Demon Slayer, and any other ones that my ex wanted me to go through. But in terms of my favorite anime, it is always and it will be Demon Slayer. I love Demon Slayer. I will just put my top 3 right now. So Demon Slayer is at the top. Next, I would say it would be Jujutsu Kaisen, and number 3 would be Naruto. I just like those 3 the most out of any anime I've watched. In terms of funny anime, Dr. Stone has that top reign for itself because Dr. Stone is hilarious in the dub. That anime will always be my favorite for, like, if I want something funny to watch, it's Dr. Stone. But my top 3 anime as of now would be Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, and then Naruto. I just like them so much. And speaking of Demon Slayer, I'm actually going to show this shirt that I recently bought. This was from a month or so ago, but this shirt came from a site called OP Themes. I will link them in the description. Alright? If you want cool shirts like this, please visit their site. This is in the Rengoku one, and I am obsessed with it. Just look how perfection it is. I love it so much. I'm literally gonna link them in the below if you want to get that shirt. Honestly, it's so good. I even have a Rengoku shirt on that came from Hot Topic, but that shirt goes hard. So, I will link that store in the description as well. And that's exactly where I got that shirt from. It's from a site called OP Themes. So, that's going to be exciting. Okay. But thank you so much for that question. Our next one comes from DryCroy7876. How did you get interested in making anime spins from all other content? It was basically the algorithm. The algorithm, like, fed me the content. And basically, you know, it just fed me the content. And I was like, this could revive my channel. And boy, did it. Boy, did it. It revived it so fast that it blew up within, like, a day. That was how fast it went. And I was flabbergasted since day one. So, that's kind of how that happened. So, I thank the algorithm for getting me into doing that. Because I wanted to do some more anime-related content. And then the wheel thing just hit me. I was like, I'm making my own wheel thing. So, I gathered up some memes. I downloaded the Spin the Wheel app. Removed the ads. Because I hate the ads in that thing so much. And then I just spin for the heck of it. So, yeah, that's how it started. But, yeah, thank you for that question. And our next question came from QXU Tria, if I said that right. What's the reason and motivation that made you do videos? Again, it's my passion for gaming, my passion for anime, my passion of making others smile and laugh with, like, my commentary and everything. It's all that little things to see people smile that my videos are great. It's just what drives me to succeed. Also, I'm kind of cold right now, so I have like this is just a blanket. I'm wearing pajamas right now because I'm lazy, but don't mind me. I'm just like getting comfortable, and this is my phone, so But that's kind of how it is. Like, that's just kind of how I just motivate myself, because I got people who want content, people who like my gaming. It's the best of both worlds, and I just want to expand so I can be popular for the right reasons, not for the wrong. I want to be inspirational. I want to be that role model you guys can look up to and be like, I want to be like Savvy one day. I try to be the best person I can be despite all my hardships. And I want what's best for everybody. And also, Deva Game, your question's already answered. I'm already revealing my face to the camera today. So, hello to you specifically and everyone else. And in terms of collabs, I gotta think about that one for a minute, because I'm about to be hitting 1,000 here pretty soon if this algorithm keeps up. So, the algorithm's kind of in my favor right now, but I might die off. I might die off, though. Who knows? Alright, our next question comes from favorite villain in any kind of media. It doesn't have to be anime. Ooh. Low-key, that one's kind of tough as hell. There's a lot of good villains I've seen throughout all sorts of media. All sorts of full legend media. Ooh. I actually gotta think about this one for a minute. If I were to pick my favorite villain from any sort of media, for video games, it's gonna be always and will always be Dr. Neocortex from the original Crash Bandicoot series. He's just gonna stay as the most nostalgic, the most crazy, badass freaking villain of any freaking game. No one replaces Dr. Neocortex from that category. That is my favorite villain from any video game of all time. Period. Because it's child nostalgia. My childhood lives there. You know? I'm not gonna take that away from my life. So that's the video game title. For anime, currently it's a tie between Sukuna and Muzan right now. I like both. Don't get me wrong, both are cool. Both are cool, and they're very cool as heck. But if I'm gonna choose, Muzan and Sukuna are neck and neck. Because I like Sukuna from JJK for his I like how funny and sarcastic he is. He's the type of villain, he can be goofy, but he means danger. Muzan is just straight to the point business, and I'm gonna be and he's get the fuck out of here, I don't need you. He's straight to the point business. So those two are my top two right now. So they're neck and neck, okay? I just have to wait and see when Demon Slayer fully finishes out, and then when we see the big fight with Sukuna versus Gojo and everyone else, alright? But right now, they're tied. And in terms of manga stuff and any other media, if for manga I'm keeping this separate because manga has not been adapted into anime. It's just books. I would say probably I don't know, when Frieza goes batshit and becomes Black Frieza, because I've actually seen, I think someone sent me what Black Frieza looked like in the manga, and it looked pretty cool. I honestly think that's one of the coolest things I've seen, but again, one of my friends spoiled me with it, so I don't know too much about Dragon Ball, but Black Frieza just looks cool as shit. I don't care. So that's that. So yeah, very good question. That one actually kind of got me reeling in the back of my head a little bit. GG's there, Goo Man. And of course, my sister asked, "Who's your favorite sibling?" Duh, it's you, Lena. It's you. You commented on my video there. You commented. Her thing is at Partolose or something. Yeah, Partolose. But she's gonna be my sister. She's my sister, so of course she's well, I love my siblings all equally, but if I had a favorite sibling, I relate to my sister the most out of everyone else. So, like, that's why she's my favorite. She understands me and we understand each other. We're like that dynamic duo that was meant to be by blood. So, I'm the older one, she's the younger one. We may look different, but hey, she's my sister through and through. I love my sister. She's like my rock in my worst times, and I'm her rock in her worst times. And of course, our last question for today would be, how old am I? I already did tell you Arpan Banerjee, however I say that. I'm butchering names and I feel bad, but I already stated I'm 22 years old. Okay, I got all those questions in, and I answered them. So, yeah, this will conclude today's video. I will be working on the 3 shorts later today. But in the meantime, however, spin requests are still on hold. I know, I'm sorry, I'm mean, I'm cruel, but I gotta get through that list before anyone else can, like, flock in like a bunch of ducks, you know? But, besides, this was hella fun to do, and I loved this so much. But yeah, I will probably do another one of these in the later time, but this was so amazing getting to answer about who I am personally, what I like personally, and everything. And I didn't go through everybody's questions because I didn't have like a massive field of people. It'd be different if I were to pick and choose which questions got answered if I had over 200 comments. But I had enough to where I answered everybody. So, thank you guys for your questions. Thank you all for your time. And if you want, share this video with a friend. Like, comment, subscribe. Literally follow my socials. They're all going to be linked in the description. I will also link that shop for this crazy shirt in the description. Like, let's just get it in there one more time. That's the back, and that's the front. Like, low-key, this shirt was tough. And I think their sale is still going on. So if you guys want to get something cool like this, go to the link. Go to the link. If you're a Demon Slayer fan, go to the link. OP Theme's got your back. I don't know what other, like, for animes they do, but I know they do Demon Slayer, but they make awesome shirts, and that shirt is, like, my favorite. I love it. But, yeah, thank you guys again so much. Like, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts, and, of course, I shall see you again next time. Peace, my fellow friends. Thank you.